Elon Musk's inability to run Twitter is shown through again with his handling of the data scraping situation AI has presented the website. Now, data scraping is a big issue that needs to be solved, but the way Elon chose to handle it was more of a band aid solution. The change in question was limiting the amount of tweets accounts can view in a day. So, when this change first came out, Twitter Blue accounts, so accounts that pay for the subscription service, could get 6,000 tweets a day. Now, this includes any comments you read on tweets, so if you just go scrolling, every single tweet, every single comment you scroll by on a post counts as one of those tweets. Unverified accounts could view 600 posts a day, and new accounts that were unverified can only view 300 a day. Now, over time, this number has increased up to 10,000 tweets for Twitter Blue subscribers, 1,000 tweets for unverified members, and 500 tweets a day for new unverified members. So I think personally that 10,000 tweets for Twitter Blue subscribers, that's probably more than enough. 1,000 for unverified I think would be fine. I don't personally use Twitter that much, so I don't know how quick it is to build up that number. And 500 for new unverified is kind of rough. It depends on how long your account is considered new. So even though this whole situation has improved with Elon Musk heavily raising the amount of tweets you could view in a day, it has still given people a really bad taste in their mouth when it comes to Twitter, right? And was the perfect opportunity for Meta to swoop in with their new Twitter competitor, Threads. Threads has Instagram integration, which means you connect your Instagram account to Threads, and it's meant to be Twitter, but Facebook's flavor of Twitter, right? And already, as of the making of this video, they have gotten 70 million signups. So you'd think with Threads already hitting as many signups as it has, it would cause Elon to rethink what he's been doing and how he's been handling Twitter, and try and kind of backpedal on some of the bad decisions he's made to try and get people back to the platform, because it's obvious they don't have loyalty to Twitter. So he's going to have to actually fight and keep them in now that a competitor has shown up, even with Threads' privacy concerns and the technical issues with the website. It's still pulling this many people. The privacy concerns obviously being it's Facebook, and I mean it's a new app, so it's not all the way there technically to the area Twitter's at, but it's already pulled so many people. And Twitter itself isn't doing too great either, having constant server issues. Almost every time I personally try to click on a link to Twitter, it just gives me a something's gone wrong link. So it's almost impossible to even view tweets anymore. Unfortunately, Elon has chose to respond in the most petty way possible and filed a lawsuit claiming that Meta has hired dozens of former Twitter employees that are using documents they have illegally retained and knowledge of Twitter's trade secrets to help develop Threads. Many of these employees, whose main experience in the job field is working with social media platforms, have now been forced to go and find another job because they've been fired by Elon Musk for completely bogus reasons, like criticizing him privately and publicly. That's a real thing. He was criticized and fired employees for it. I don't understand how people can support this guy. Even when I was getting pictures for the rate limiting tweet, there was this absolute bootlicker in the comments being like, even if this doesn't work out, it's on screen right now, you can read it. Even if this doesn't work out, you still tried something. And just trying something doesn't necessarily make you better. It's like, oh, somebody's got gasoline poured on them. Let me, instead of doing nothing, try to help. And you help by, lighting some matches and throwing them at them. That doesn't help. That just starts the fire. You've made the situation worse instead of actually solving it. Overall, what this situation shows to me is that people are willing to leave Twitter. And it's not as stable as a platform as it was before Elon Musk acquired it. Because before Elon Musk got Twitter, and even for a while after he got Twitter, it was the, big social media. There's Facebook, which is mostly full of old people, and Reddit, which is mostly full of incels. Nobody touches 4chan. So, I mean, you have Twitter, which was kind of this really big social media, and still is a really big social media, where you can all, where a bunch of people can just meet up and tweet about anything. And, again, with Reddit, it's a lot more specialized because there are a lot more communities specifically. Twitter is more of just a giant open town square, whereas Reddit is a bunch of, after school clubs that you go into almost, right? And now, especially with the server instabilities and the rate limiting problem and Threads showing up as a possible competitor to Twitter if it doesn't get taken down by the lawsuit, which I don't think it will. It's just not looking too good, honestly, man. To give an idea of just how fast Threads is growing, according to VentureBeat.com, it took Twitter 3 years, 2 months, and 1 day after the first tweet was sent on March 21st, 2006 to reach 1 billion tweets, while within 1 day of Threads being up, it's already had more than 95 million posts, according to The Verge. It's been a day, while it took Twitter over 3 years, a little, to reach 1 billion tweets. So, I mean, Threads is catching up quick. The growth right now is crazy, but I guarantee that if it keeps up like this, it's just going to get even crazier, and it's going to become a real problem for Twitter. And instead of trying to actually make Twitter a better platform to compete with Threads, Elon's response is to just try and get rid of it so that it doesn't highlight how garbage of a platform Twitter has become. Alright, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Overall, Twitter's just kind of going crazy right now. I'll see y'all next week.